Donald Trump says his decision basically follows the Supreme Court's decision to give the authority regarding abortion back to the states. While Trump maintains this is mainly about winning in November, those pro-life groups taking offense say the former president sounds more like a pro-choice candidate.
My view is now that we have abortion where everybody wanted it from a legal standpoint, the states will determine by vote or legislation or perhaps both, and whatever they decide must be the law of the land, in this case, the law of the state.
And that was enough to spark controversy within the party on this volatile issue, because Trump stayed away from supporting any federal ban in favor of the states.
I think people need to be very careful about the snake in the grass.
Former Planned Parenthood director Abby Johnson, now a pro-life advocate, believes the former president is abandoning pro-life politics, comparing his words to those who support abortion.
If women want to murder their babies, that's up to them. That's between them and their families, which is exactly what he said.
Do what's right for your family and do what's right for yourself. Do what's right for your children. At the end of the day, it's all about will of the people. That's where we are right now, and that's what we want.
Mike Pence called his former boss's decision a slap in the face to millions of pro-life Americans who voted for him.
Because the truth is that this isn't a states' rights issue, this is a human rights issue. And regardless of whether you're born in Texas or California, you have human rights.
Kelsey Pritchard of the Susan B. Anthony list tells CBN News they're disappointed Trump didn't specifically call for protections on babies in the womb after 15 weeks.
I think it was a misstep for President Trump to take this position yesterday. At the same time, we recognize completely that President Trump was the most pro-life president that we've ever had.
As the presidential election draws near, Trump is taking the stance that abortion bans are not popular with voters. Since the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade, 7 states have held ballot initiatives, and the pro-life movement is yet to win. In November, Florida and possibly other states will put abortion to a vote.
What we're seeing is general election Donald Trump.
Publisher of Inside Elections and CBN News contributor Nathan Gonzalez told CBN's Faith Nation Trump is reaching outside the Republican base for votes.
This is a position that he believes he needs to take in order to succeed and get elected to another term, and we're seeing the consequences of trying to play it both sides of the issue.
Since the decision to give authority on abortion is now back in the state courts, more candidates will have to play politics on the issue. Gonzalez points out the Arizona State Supreme Court's decision Tuesday, approving a 160-year-old measure banning almost all abortions, put one Arizona representative in a squeeze.
I'll give you one specific example. Congressman Juan Ciscomani of Arizona. When the Dobbs decision came down, he said it was a historic day. He was kind of celebrating with the rest of the Republican Party of the pro-life movement. When this Arizona Supreme Court decision came at the states' rights issue, he said it was a disaster because he is trying to win re-election in a competitive congressional district, and he realizes that while the traditionally pro-life position might be the best moral position, it is not a politically popular decision.
It's a dilemma the Republican Party is struggling to address, and its candidates will have to carefully navigate as the 2024 election season goes forward. Brody Carter, CBN News.